Hey guys, and welcome back. Today I have two goals. Number one, fix up this fan's game called Loot Box Legends, and number two, make the game make enough money for him to help him get through college. There's a few problems right off the bat. I'll show you guys the gameplay and everything like that if you guys have not seen the game, but number one, style clash. Pretty much everything in this game build-wise is free models. Number two, the UI, well, it's unique to say the least. Next thing, this whole tutorial process here, teaching us how to slide and then making us do an obstacle course over this to hit a button. None of this matters to the game. This game is a battle royale game where you go around, you find a crate to open, and when you open that crate, you get a random gun. Then you have to kill the other enemies, and the last one standing wins the game. So really, all the tutorial should be is arrows pointing you to a crate for your first game. Another bad part about that tutorial is it's locking people out of the game. Like, I cannot play the main game until there's more players. But if a new player joins the game, they still have to do the tutorial before it lets either of us play the game. So I do think just condensing that tutorial, straight up, you go into a game, arrows point you to a crate, and there you go. That's the tutorial. That's step one. Step two, UI. I'm not good at UI, so I'm gonna hit up Robo, ask if he'll make the UI, and while he's working on that, I will be working on rebuilding the map. The first thing I want to tackle is the storm, because the current one genuinely hurts my eyes. So all I am going to do is union out a cylinder so the middle is hollow, make it a little transparent, and then add a texture on with a pretty high transparency as well. I'll also script an effect to make it fade from like 0.8 or so transparency to 1, so it kind of like pulses. I feel like that'd be a really cool effect on the storm circle. Now that that's done, we need to hop into Blender and Substance Painter to make these crates. I'm gonna make one crate, and then we'll just retexture all of them. However, to tell them apart other than the colors, I also want to add text on the top of them. I think these will do the trick. Now, sadly, I can't get onto the lobby in all of the maps today because I have to start leaving and heading out for Tennessee to go on a stunt trip. You guys know your boy in motorcycles. It's a great time, so I'll be back in 3 days, but for you guys, I'll be back right now. So we got all of the crates done, and then these are the crates for the lobby, your daily reward, a regular crate you can open up, and then a Robux crate. Anyways, now we need to revamp the lobby because it just doesn't fit. There's nothing about this lobby that really works with the type of game that this is. And yeah, we're gonna fix that today. So I've got my block out done. I want to have some grass, some concrete, and some sand. And we have our 3 crates. So these ones will be going somewhere over here. The regular and Robux crate, the guy who owns the game wants those together, so I think putting them over here would be a pretty cool thing. Our daily crate, we're gonna put on the other side, way over here. Once again, it's all a block out. And then we just need a lot of props for this area. I'm thinking like a combat training zone. Not exactly sure how, but I just think it would work. And then we could use the assets from the lobby to also remake some of the maps or the battlefield. I need to jump into Blender and just knock out some assets. All right, I think this will be enough assets. We've got our storage containers, some random construction stuff, tires, bricks, barrels, all of the normal stuff, and then these 3 wall segments, which I think will just help kind of break up the area and make things seem a little more unique. All right, guys, after placing around the assets, here is what we end up with. I know something needs to be changed about it, so I can't call it done per se, but it does look at least cohesive. It looks like all the assets were made by the same person because, well, they were. And that's one thing that is really hurting this game. The lobby and all of the maps, nothing matches. So with this game now, after I rebuild the maps, everything should at least have a cohesive style. Anyways, I think we're good for today. We've got the leaderboards, we have our daily crate, we have these, the invites and the gifts, and then we have the crate shop. I know I need to add some trees over in this area, but other than that, I think the lobby is done, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for working on at least one of the maps. All right, guys, day 3 or so of working on this game, and we're gonna start getting rid of the stuff that we don't need. upgrade. Old storm, get out of here. The new storm is done and ready. Old lobby is here. I don't believe we need anything from this anymore, and hopefully the guy doesn't get mad at me for deleting it. It's gone. And old crates to new ones. The old ones, they're gone. Wait. I should probably name these the same and put them in the same folder so I don't mess up any of his scripts. The goal of this video is not to make this man have a harder job, it's to make it easier. This whole tutorial, bro, it's gone. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't fit the game. It's more of an annoying thing than anything, so good riddance. It's gone. All right, guys, map number 1 is going to be shipment, and I use the containers from the spawn. I will have to recolor these a bit and add more variation, of course, and I also need to hop into Blender again and make some open versions of these containers, like this one door open on this side and both open on this side. Maybe it would be the best if I just make the doors separate so I can pick how open or closed I want them depending on where they are on the map. Well, the basic details of the map are pretty much done. I think all of the other ones, well, I know all the other ones in the middle do not have open containers. There's only one, so we'll keep it just like that. I will need to change the color of some of these other ones because we don't want every single stack to match. I'm gonna get all the containers placed and colored, and then we should be in a pretty good spot to get finishing up this map with all of these assets. All right, guys, I think the shipment map is pretty much done. I'm just adding in a bit more details so it looks nicer on the outside of the map, because one thing I have always struggled with is like the outside of a map. Usually it would just fall off and be nothing, and that doesn't really look that good. So I've been trying to make things just a little bit better on the outside of the map. With the lobby in one map done, as well as the crates in the storm circle, I think we're making some pretty good progress. All right, bros, I have 1 hour before I have to pick my girlfriend up from work, so we are gonna try to get something done, okay? I think I want to rebuild this, but make it maybe like a space map. It's a floating thing already, so maybe a space map on some sort of weird floating island slash ship thing. And then I think it'd be really cool if he scripted low gravity on this map as well, just as a way to change things up for players. Maybe we could even make the skybox into a space skybox, but we can't do any of that until we have a map. We're gonna add another one on the bottom that goes in just a little bit. We'll add one more that goes in quite a bit, and then we'll make one of these a ring, which doesn't exactly matter because no player is really going to see the bottom of the map, but we know it's there. So I want to try to make it do at least something. I was duplicating the folder. Wow, I might be the best ever. All right, there we go. I want to make this into like a dark gray. Let's use part color. This as well into that dark gray color. I have no idea what I'm making here. I'm just hoping it turns out kind of cool. So far, it's getting cool. It's just not really, there's not much here yet. Let's go inset. Bring this down some, and then we'll inset again, extrude, inset, extrude, scale, and let's go ahead and scale this as well. Once again, there's not a huge idea right here. It's more or less like, can I make something cool to go over this whole thing? Just to add a little bit more detail, just something that will help out overall. Now, all we have to do is add variation to the sides, which should be pretty dang easy. Move this one in, move it up, this one over here. I think this is gonna look cool. I have an idea in my head. They don't normally work out, but sometimes they do. Oh, we can do a particle coming off of the top into that. That could be kind of cool. Oh yeah, I think that does the trick pretty dang well. The inside still looks pretty dead though, so I am gonna have to figure that out. It just doesn't have enough, and trees wouldn't really be the case in here. It would be like terrain and like vegetation, but it wouldn't fit the build style, so I'm definitely gonna have to figure that out. And we also need maybe some pillars to go around, just like an extra source of protection or hiding. Maybe some sort of space crate could go in here as well. I don't know. I'm gonna finish decorating this map and I will check in with you guys when I think it's done or almost there. All right, guys, I think map number 2 is we'll say done. I'm not exactly sure what I want to add so where there's more stuff. We have barriers, pillars, and boxes as protection, and we have some pretty cool aesthetics. The goal for this map would be turning the gravity down to fully change how the game feels. The next map we're going to build, probably tomorrow, is going to be an indoor airsoft stadium, or like indoor airsoft battleground. That way, we have a map outside, a map in space, and a map inside. We may be building more maps as well, but to get this fan's game to re-release, he needs 3 maps and a lobby, and so far, we have the lobby in 2 maps. I can't wait till this game's out because I actually want to play on a low gravity battlefield. Anyways, I will see you guys tomorrow for map number 3. All right, one more thing for tonight. I know I said I'll see you guys tomorrow. We need to look at the outside of the game, not just the inside. I think it needs new GFX. First off, because there's all new maps, and second off, because these are just not exactly the greatest, especially for front page quality. And then the store, it definitely needs new Game Pass icons, and I honestly feel like these are pretty unfairly priced, especially since you are rolling so far for only cosmetics. So plus 2 rolls for 500 Robux. Yay, I think I get to get more cosmetics at once. It just doesn't make sense. Also, while I'm on the subject of Game Passes, this man is going through college right now, which is insanely expensive, and I've never met a non-broke college student. No offense to the guy, but college is expensive and stressful. So if you guys want to help him out and help sort of use Roblox Dev to pay his way through college, make sure to check out this game. First link in the description, and cop one of the Game Passes if any of them are speaking to you. But now, I will see you guys tomorrow to build map number 3 and hopefully finish up this game. It has definitely been quite a few more days than I planned before I got back to this project, and the past few days might go down as the hardest days of my life. If you guys have been around this channel at all since I started it, you would know a huge part of everything. It was a meme for a little bit. My dog barking at the end of videos every time I would say later, or him jumping on me every time we do a stream. But 3 days ago, he passed away. And I don't know if this is gonna go in the video or not, but I do feel like you guys should know sort of a reason for a little bit of the inactivity, or a reason that I haven't really been in the Discord recently, or just let you guys know kind of what's going on in my world over here. So we are going to get back to work today. I feel like I've had enough time to sort of grieve and do all that kind of stuff that I needed to do, but it definitely has sucked seeing my best friend of 16 years just not really get to be with us anymore. I will see you guys in like 30 minutes, all right? I'm gonna get myself together, I promise. Hey guys, it's another day again. I think I'm good. I think I'm good to get back to work. We're gonna start with the Game Pass icons because right now they look like this and they look very, very outdated. I'm gonna keep it simple. The vector icon pack we used for the UI, I'm gonna use for these as well. And the background is something I found on Google that I am just gonna color shift to match whatever icon. So let's do this to the background, and we're just gonna color shift this to a green somewhere around here. Looks pretty nice, and boom, we have our cash Game Pass. All right, guys, the Game Pass makeover is now done. What you're seeing on screen now is the previous Game Passes. Not horrible, but not great, not too modern. Now, if we get rid of these, boom, these are the new Game Passes. I think they're a lot cleaner, a lot more cohesive. I feel like they just go well. And we also need to work on these Game Pass prices because I think pretty much across the board, they're too expensive, at least for how the current Game Passes work. There we go, guys. Pretty much across the board, I went ahead and lowered the prices. I kept roll luck, seemed fine. Plus 2 rolls, I just matched it because at the moment, they're just cosmetics, I believe. Infinite ammo, I kept the same, but I'm gonna see if he'll change how it's scripted. Right now, you just can keep reloading your gun, but I think it'd be really cool if you never had to reload your gun, and that would justify that price. ×2 money, I dropped that one down. VIP is the same. I think that's pretty fairly priced. And then double equips, I dropped that one down as well. All right, guys, so we have a map in space. We have a map from Call of Duty made in a low poly way, and then we have our lobby. Originally, the third map was going to be something like this part of the lobby, an outdoor airsoft field, but I think it would be really cool if we had an inside map. We've got an outdoor one, we've got one in space, we might as well make one inside as well, and this map, I think it would be nice to have it like a bit longer, kind of like a warehouse building instead of a perfect square. So we're gonna do something like this. I am going to build a couple different rooms out of these 3 items, build a couple different stacks of barrels, and just random stuff with this set of props I have here. I'm gonna flip them and have some on this side as well. I do like the idea of keeping the middle open, so we are going to use these on the sides, and we'll have another one of these windows, because I just feel like it's a good space filler. Duplicate and rotate that. Put one over here, and this is so far what we have. Now we need to do our walls still, and I don't overly have the best idea for those. So for now, I'm just gonna place some parts. This build would be so much easier if I just kept it as an outside build, because then I can make the ground sand, and I just feel that would be simple, but it wouldn't be nearly as cool. So here we are. I still have barrels and other props that I can use to kind of bring this place a little bit more to life and just make it feel less one-dimensional, I guess. Here's the scary part. Let's click play and see if the sizing is even okay. Oh yeah, this is kind of cool. I could probably even add a bit more of the walls. I really like how we could be kind of behind cover and like be peeking like through windows or above. Like, I think this is gonna be a really cool map. I think this is pretty much done to where I want it to be. We have a lot of cover, a lot of places that we could put crates at for the players to open. I think this is my favorite map out of all of them we've built so far. We added a new thing to the game, so now you can buy abilities, which is way better than just buying cosmetics. I guess all that's really left is a new icon for the game and a new thumbnail, and then the scripter putting all of this stuff into the game. All right, fellas, it's another new day. I hired this guy yesterday for a new GFX because I genuinely, even if I spent a lot of time making it, I don't think it would turn out that great. So I hired this guy, which was a little scary because he has one post and yeah, 7,500 Robux. And here it is. We got it on one of the new maps in the game, the new crates. He did pay attention to detail, like this is a legendary weapon in the legendary crate. Like, I don't think I could ask for much better. I really like how this turned out. And it definitely looks a lot better than all of the thumbnails we had previously. I want to give everybody a quick reminder of how this game looked before I started working on it. This is the old maps, the old UI, the old game. And this little time lapse is just to kind of show you guys sort of the before, and then we can jump into the after. All right, guys, here it is, the completed game. Everything is new. The UI, the loading screens, the maps, everything is great. The GFX, heck, there's even fun stuff like tires you can bounce off of. Now, the biggest gameplay change, because if we only remade it, right? If we only made new maps and new GFX, that's cool, it looks better, but it doesn't offer much more for the player. And one of the main problems in this game was you could only buy aesthetics, basically a gun skin or just other things that change the way certain things look. And yeah, we had to fix that. So guys, abilities, 15 abilities have been added that you can buy with your currency, and they're pretty dang cool. Let's check out, I don't know, launch? I don't even know what this one does, but I'm gonna equip it, and all of these are different abilities you can use in game with different cooldowns, different effects, and everything like that. This game is so much better than it was when we started, not even just the building standpoint. All right, let's see. I'm gonna get this epic box while those guys are fighting. It's a 1v1 already. Okay, I got an epic. Let's use this. Okay, I like boosted into the air. That one wasn't as cool as some of the other ones for sure. But guys, everything is just more satisfying. There's more gameplay. Everything looks better, in my opinion. And I'm just super excited with how this game turned out. Once again, I did help this fan with this game to try to just help him get some extra money to get through college. So if you guys want to support the cause and support the future generation of game developers, hop in the game, check it out. If you like any of the game passes, give them a buy, and hopefully we make this man's college life a lot easier. But guys, if you want to play, it'll be the first link in the description, and that will wrap it up for today. If you did enjoy and want to see more content like this, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Have a great day. Later.